Oh, sorry guys. That helps. That helps to know that the sound was off. Okay, thanks. Yeah, I had my mic muted. Sorry about that. Great way to start off another podcast. 2 minutes of no audio. Ah, that's gonna lose viewers. I'm sorry, guys. Thanks for telling me. You guys are my home team, man. I couldn't do this without you guys. You imagine if you're a podcaster that doesn't read the chat and you just do an entire show with your mic muted the whole time, man. Oh god. It really helps to communicate, man. Sandy, hello. Megsy, hello. Joshy, hello. I just sent StreamYard on email. I said I want my money back. I can't believe that you guys don't have a setting for me to turn the bandwidth down. You're going to pump me from a goddamn satellite studio, right? With Wi-Fi and satellite. You're going to force me at 720p and I can't bring my fucking bandwidth down? Like I can't. I mean, dude, when you're streaming on Restream, you have full control of every aspect of your output. You know, audio. How much audio? Video. How much video bandwidth do you want to spend? How much can you afford? Dude, you go on Restream, it's like, yeah, we're all 720, yeah, we're all on the internet, man. Yeah, we're all hardwired in over here, bro. Hey, StreamYard, I got news for you. Not everybody's fucking hardwired into the internet, you motherfuckers. Alright? I'm not. And your fucking re-engineers over there that are ignoring people like me, man, are driving me crazy. God, if I could just get my hands around the... Nothing's on fire in the room. I have no fire. Is something supposed to be on fire? Hey, Joel. A-Dub, what's up? Just watching, trying to catch up with the new software. Hey, Tiffany. Hello, Tiffany. Bought a thermometer for my coffee. I drink it 95 degrees and it's so perfect. Yeah, I figure that's probably where mine is right now. About 95. I let it sit on the coffee thing for about 5 minutes while I was trying to get that StreamYard thing going. My goodness, why does it say all of my fucking channels are offline? Oh, definitely got some issues here, man. I don't understand though, man. I did that RTMP. It should have been good. It should have just streamed right. Oh, I don't understand why it was doing that. Oh, now it says they're all online. Okay. Hey, freaking Oracle, dude, I gotta thank you, man. Look, man, you did for me last night something that was really incredible. And, you know, Billy tried to do this for me not too long ago. He had me come on a show. And, man, thank you, Billy, for that. You guys are really, when you guys do that, you expand my reach exponentially. You become way more powerful than I am when you do that. If you are connected with a group of podcasters or a show or anything, and they do interviews or they have guest spots or whatever, and you can get me in there, you could see what it will do for this show. It will really help. So I just want to say thank you to Oracle and Billy for you guys trying to do this for me. You know, and hopefully these people will realize that when they get me on their show that I'm not the character that I portray, you know, on this broadcast. And they'll have a pleasant experience with me, you know. They'll find out they might actually like me. You might actually find out you like me too. But if only if you have that sort of an in with another group that might be interested in what I have to offer. Luckily they were Canadians, so they smoke cannabis, you know, or it's illegal there, and they're more open to it. You know, there's states here in the United States where it's totally illegal. Well, just having me on could get you in trouble. Just having me on could get you in trouble, and I understand that, man. I'm a little risky. So I try to turn the voltage down a little bit, you know, when I'm on somebody else's show. Hi, Ryan. I got to send him an email, actually. Yeah, I gotta send him. Yeah, I'd love to talk to him about my stock picks. Oh, man. Hi, Ryan. I'm so glad you hooked me up with those people, man. They're so nice, man. They're really nice people. Hi, Rye. The new Bitcoin pattern will break. Okay, something's happening with Bitcoin. Hi, Rye. Okay, let's go. He says it's on his channel? Other channel. YouTube challenge. Okay. About? Email. Oh, submit. What? I'm not a robot. To get his email address. Oh, there it is. I got you, son. All right, let's send him an email. Just take a second. Okay. All right, so yeah, I guess that's all I need to send him, right? Bitcoin's a dream right now, bouncing by 2,000 a day. Buy, sell, love it. Bitcoin. I woke up this morning and I had a very, very nice awakening to looking at the portfolio. It was doing really well. Isn't this funny? I don't even need to watch Squid Games. All I needed to do was hear the premise to know that it was something that I wasn't interested in, to know that it was something that was basically the entire reality television mindset placed in a, you know, dystopian setting, and where it's just class warfare, and it's just another anecdote towards class warfare. Yeah, we get it. You know, we get it. The thing is you're doing it to a point where people are getting pleasure out of watching it. People that partake in reality TV, sports, or shit like Squid Games, that stupid fucking show, have a mindset that you've been indoctrinated to, that where we pit each other against each other, and you derive entertainment from somebody getting beat the fuck down or killed or something. Now, for me, someone that enjoys horror movies and movies where people are getting killed, hey man, I totally get it. I get it. I understand it. Hey Karen, there's no fucking message in Reservoir Dogs. You're not going to walk away from that movie and go, man, I'm going to improve my life now. And it's the same with fucking Squid Games. You know, when you play it like that, you know, when you're making the deaths of the poor and the underprivileged gratuitous and enjoyable for you, and dramatic and shocking. It takes all of the value out of their lives. You know, these are just crash test dummies. But when you're talking about classes, pitting classes, entire groups of people against each other on a class basis, the rich against the poors, it becomes monstrous. It's not just, haha, some fake characters got killed. No. There's a message there, man. There's a premise there. And for most of y'all, it goes right over your fucking heads. You're just there for the gore and the death and enjoying that other people are suffering and it's not you. Sports. You know? The types of movies I like where a lot of people get killed. I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm not. I'm just pointing it out. Hey, I'm just as guilty as you are. I love a good version of Dexter, man. A good episode of Dexter where someone just gets sliced up. I fucking love it. Those people always seem to deserve it, though, don't they? In those types of movies. You know, Saw. People are paying the price. Even these guys, every single one of them is a piece of fucking garbage. And you don't care if they fucking get killed. Because they're horrible people. Every single one of them is a horrible person. You know, even the fucking pig is a horrible person. And you're like, why, dude? He's in there, he's doing his job. He's trying to save people's lives. No. He got into a group of people and subverted them. He lied to all of them in order to do it. And he's the reason why all of them end up the way they end up. He's the only reason they do. So they're all pieces of fucking garbage. So if they all die, you don't give a fuck. Their lives have absolutely no value to you. But somebody who's poor and never done anything wrong in their life and all they're trying to do is survive and struggle, and all of a sudden they find themselves in a situation where they're forced to play a game at the behest of the monstrous wealthy who simply are there to feast on their blood, to enjoy their suffering. That's you, man. You're the fucking audience. You fucking come in here and you say, oh, yeah, have you seen Squid Games? Oh, it's so great. No, that's you. You're the problem. You watch fucking Donald Trump's TV productions, you're the problem. You go to a Trump rally, you're the problem. You watch The Island, you watch Naked and Afraid, you're the fucking problem. You know? It's reality TV and you've been programmed, man. As soon as reality TV came out, I said, man, that is unhealthy for society. Boy, oh boy, I'm not going to play into this. And I didn't. And it turns out I'm so much better because of it. I became a much better person because I didn't get brainwashed by that mentality of that. It's always us against them. It's always you against the other person. It's always me doing better than you. Me going one up on you. Me making more money than you. Me having a nicer car, a hotter girlfriend, what a bigger house, whatever the fuck. And that's all they're programming you to do. Why? Because they're trying to sell you shit. And if you think that you could be a better person if you spend more money than the guy next to you, you're going to do it. And that's the mentality. And they're shoving it down your fucking throats. And those of you who think Squid Games is healthy, you're on the same track that we've been on since reality TV fucking came out. Your TV is AI, that shady motherfucker. Reservoir Dog, noun, rat, undercover police officer. Floating dead dog and hope they share the same fate. Interesting. I didn't know that. Oh my god, Reservoir Dog is a fucking term? You spelled reservoir wrong. Reservoir Dog is a term? It's like my favorite movie and I didn't even know that was a term. I hate that shit when I find out something's a term I didn't even know it. To a floating dead dog in hopes they share the same fate. Wow! Sorry, but what's Squid Games? It's a production that came out on Netflix, of course. And it's a show based in the future that shows people that are poor, that are suddenly kidnapped and brought to this gaming arena, and they're pitted against each other in games, and if they lose, they get killed. For the, for the enjoyment of the audience, of course. You. For the Netflix viewer, for the average Netflix viewer. Trying not to curse here, guys. The less I curse, the bigger my numbers get. It's true. I know you guys just can't handle the cursing, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. I don't like cursing that much either. It just comes out of me, It's like, I don't like diarrhea. It just comes out of me, Doesn't mean I like it. Have you seen the show Utopia? No. Utopia was crazy. They made them work for food and shelter. Yeah. Hey, you guys are watching straight garbage. Do you understand that is the problem? Stop coming in here and recommending these stupid fucking shows, guys. It's garbage, man. This is garbage. You guys, man. Oh, God, I hate this so much. The form of entertainment that you guys are served today is straight fucking garbage. It pits you all against each other. It makes you hate each other. And it makes you live for watching other people suffer. Stop asking me if I saw the next stupid fucking show that's revolving around that exact same philosophy. Theme. I'm telling you, it's shit. Don't come in here and recommend that I go, oh, did you see this name? Oh, did you see this one? I'm telling you, you guys are falling for their trap. And you're literally coming in here and you're promoting their garbage to me. And you think I want to hear about it? When somebody came in here the other day and asked me if I'd ever seen Squid Games before and how awesome it was. Dude, I knew what that shit already was. And I didn't fucking care to hear about it. I tried to just blow it off, but he asked me again. And I was like, no, dude, I just, look, I really didn't want to go there, but now you're forcing it on me, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I think about shows like that. When you are torturing innocent people, man, that puts you in the mindset that that sort of thing is okay. It's not. It's not entertaining, man. It's stupidity. And the fact that you all find it so entertaining, it drives me crazy, man. You would be better off playing fucking video games than watching a show like that. No, I find it's mainly for kids. When I curse and an audience member is around minors or coworkers, they have to click away. Right? Human experiments is what I think it comes down to. Look up Utopia on Amazon and read the description. That's not cool. Just trying to normalize it. Nothing entertaining about it. The freaking Oracle going to have to check that movie out. Just looked at the narrative. You guys are fucking cucks. Richard, you're not listening to a word I'm fucking saying. Yeah, go watch the show, Richard. And let me just say this. You're a fucking idiot. All right, Richard Sunday Jr., you are a fucking idiot. I hate having to rip my fucking audience up like this, but you haven't heard a word I fucking said over the last 10 minutes. And I just wasted my time on you. I hope everybody else is getting this. You don't have to watch Sunday football. You don't have to watch basketball. You don't have to watch soccer. You don't have to watch hockey. You don't have to watch sports. You don't have to watch reality television. You don't have to watch some stupid show that is enticing you into thinking that it's okay to torture innocent people. Rome did it right. I can't believe that we're in the same chat room together right now. And I really feel like that you've got some fucking earplugs in, bro. Seriously. One is a TV show and another is a movie. Same name, different things. Have you heard of... Okay, cool. Good. Then I take back calling you a cuck. Good, I'm glad you get it. Because sometimes I feel like, Richard, that I sit here and I pontificate and that people are just taking all the wrong notes out of the song. It's like, no, man, it's the wrong thing to listen to, man. I'm not here to promote this garbage. I'm here to tell you that you guys are idiots for fucking playing into it, and they're playing you like fiddles. They want you to hate each other. They want you to be used to seeing people suffer. And when I say they, I'm talking about the people who write this garbage, the people who produce it, the morons that act in it. You know? Everyone involved, Netflix, the Obamas, Susan Rice, everybody on their fucking board. You know, they've got a message for you. And they want you to get used to seeing poor people be dehumanized, because they're already doing it here, man. Have you seen what's going on in Los Angeles with the homeless? Those are your Squid Games victims. And the games consist of the wealthy driving by in their BMWs, pointing their fingers at the poor people. You know, showing their kids, oh, kids, that's what'll happen to you if you don't go to school and do everything that society instructs you. Dude, Squid Games is already happening here, guys. And the Obamas and Netflix want you to be okay with that. They want you to say, you know, we're wealthy, we're comfortable, we've got air conditioning. Don't worry about them pores. We're going to come up with some Squid Games or something to get rid of those people. We'll use them. There's something, we'll repurpose those pores. We're going to repurpose those pores. How about it? Cypher Hawk, I think it's horrible, bro. You know, I haven't heard about it until you mentioned it on my live stream. But that's fucking horrible. You know, I don't know what you want me to say about it, but I don't know why you brought it up on my live stream. Are you just using it as an example of how horrible people have gotten? Bro, people have always been horrible. We're not getting worse. We're just outing ourselves for what we've really been all along. We're monsters, man. And we had to be monsters to get to where we are today. Hear me out. Just gonna take a second. When we were cavemen, we had to murder shit. You know, we had to run with no shoes, no clothes. We were human beings, man, but we didn't have electricity, we didn't have power, we didn't have tools. But we had to learn to be monsters to fucking survive. Because when one of the other clans came over the hill, if you didn't fight, you died. And all of us that are alive today are from the clans that fought and lived. Think about that. We're monsters, man. And it's in our blood. Every single one of us is a fucking killer. Society and time has subverted that. And we've got toilet paper now. You know, we've got bowls for our cereal. But the one thing that we forgot is we're fucking killers. And as soon as you pop that balloon, all the evil comes out. And then you see exactly what we are. And man, that balloon's been filling up for a long, long time. You know, the 70s, the late 60s and the 70s, that was a beautiful time. It was a beautiful time. And then, you know, the 80s, and then corporations took over. We thought we were figuring it all out in the 90s. And what we were doing was setting ourselves up for today. With the Clintons. The Clintons set us up. And if you don't hold the Clintons, Bill and Hillary, I was going to call her Nancy. Bill and Nancy, isn't that funny? Bill and Hillary. And you got to hold both of those people responsible for unleashing mainstream media and corporations on the rest of the planet. That's what they did. And we find ourselves today in a society where you're either ultra wealthy and doing really well, or you're ultra poor and you're struggling to survive. And then they put a TV show on that's like, don't be one of the poors because we're just going to use you for our own entertainment. No, you've got to be wealthy. You've got to be one of us. And if you're not one of us, you're going to be fodder. You're going to be fucking meat for the grinder. Either you're wealthy or you're not. That's class warfare. That's Squid Games, man. And that's fucking Los Angeles, bro. That's LA, man. You're either poor or you're wealthy. And that's the class. And those wealthy people, they only want it their way. They don't want you to have anything. There's going to have to be a change. You know, if people get sick and tired enough of the situation that they're in, and let me tell you something, these spaces that I go into, they're talking about it all the time, man. Class warfare, how to solve problems, in the future, it's amazing what I'm hearing in these people are geniuses. But here's the thing. They don't have any power. They've got all the ideas, and I love that. But there's no centralized individual that's garnering support and gaining momentum and getting all of the individuals together that are making sense so that we can explode on the streets with a giant protest and shut this shit down. It might happen, but by then it might be too late to save anything. It might not be savable by the time people are actually so fed up that they're willing to go out in the street. So the wealthy have all the power, and that's the way it's going to stay, man. And I'm afraid until it collapses, and that's what we were talking about last night, is, you know, what are you going to do when it collapses? What are you going to do when it breaks down? We realize nobody's prepared for that, man. Nobody's ready. When I listen to these people talk in these spaces, and they're talking about, you know, we got to bring it all down, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, and where's that leave you individually? Think about yourself. How much water you got? You know, where are you going to get your food? This guy says, I'm trying to turn homes into complete sustainable areas for a family. So they can grow their own food, have their own power, all on their own. He said, so they never have to leave the home. They've got everything they need right there. I'm like, that's the same concept that I'm doing. But the problem is, nobody can afford that shit. It costs money to live like this. In order to get like this, you've got to get land, you've got to get the solar, you've got to get the water, there's so much. So we're talking about communal solutions to individual problems. And it seems to be the answer. You know, someone like me has 6 acres, I've got water, and I got plenty of water. If I had people here helping me, working, I could have plenty of food. I could feed a small town. Plenty of land, plenty of sun. There's plenty of resources. You plant the seeds, you collect the seeds every year, you just plant every year, you've got food every year. We can do that. And you can't push that on people, and you can't make it a law. But you can show people that this is how I'm doing it. My neighbor down the street does that. He's communal. He's got people living on his property. They're all working the land. And he's not far. He's 1 mile away from me. You know? We have to keep setting up these homes like this guy's talking about as examples so people can see it's possible. I understand you don't have the money to go out and do it right now, but maybe your neighbor does, or maybe the guy down the street does, or maybe the guy on the next street over does. And if he's and maybe he's on 3 or 4 acres, you know, and if you're talking communal living, maybe you could set up a tent, you know, and help out. I know it sounds like a bitch, man. It's, you know, when we were human beings, the very first human beings on the planet, when we were in our final form, we did not have clothes. We did not have tools. We did not have electricity. We did not have running water. These are all things that just came recently, guys. We were able to survive on this planet with nothing. Study that, learn it, understand it, realize it. If you're in a wheelchair, if you don't have limbs, you need to find help, I know. But at least educate yourself so you can educate others. That's something you can do. They're like, nay, I can't move, I can't do anything, I'm totally stuck here. Well, you can educate people about it. You could talk to your neighbors, you could get on the internet, you could start reading about it and posting it around. Don't be worthless. You can help get the messages out there. You know, you can be one of the most important parts of all of this. Is getting people on board. Don't feel like, oh, because I can't pick up a shovel and dig a ditch, I'm worthless. You know, I have a back issue. I can't work. I am completely a product of whatever society can offer me, and that's it. And as soon as society turns off, I turn off. You know, I understand that. But you're not worthless, and everybody has value. And in a society like what I'm talking about, everyone's got to have value. And we have to do everything we can to try to save every life. And you can't just cut people out because you say, well, you can't pull your own weight. It can't be like that. I know that's the way it was before we had clothing, before we had tools. You know, somebody got sick, you left them outside to die. It was, that was the way it was. That's why we were so cold-hearted. That's why, you can watch something like Skid Games and laugh about it and eat your fucking popcorn. We've been there before. It's in your brain, man. Like I said, we are all monsters. We are all fucking killers. No matter what you think, man, no matter how far you think you've evolved, it is in you. And it's got to come back. And you're going to have to kind of dig down a little bit and find your primal soul. Whatever it is you have in you that would help you to get through something like this. Otherwise, you'll just be one of those people that dies within the first week of society collapsing, or people come to your home and take all your shit and kill you, or whatever. If you're not prepared for this, if you're not ready for this, if you're not, if you're anti-gun, if you're like, I don't want to own a gun, blah, 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 maybe you got kids. Okay, I totally understand. But you're in a really bad situation, man. You're in a situation where people show up at your house with guns. There's nothing you can do about it. So, listen. Anytime we have the discussion about firearms or guns or whatever, I always say, look, I am pro-gun because you never know when you're going to need that. Hey, Amish, what's up? You never know when you're going to need to pull out a gun and use it. And I've had to do that before. And if society collapses, you're going to have to do it too. I recommend purchasing a firearm, personally. A big one with big fucking bullets in it, and a lot of them. When you got kids, you wanted guns even more? To protect them? You're going to stare at me until I feed you, aren't you? This conversation is heating up really well, and you want me to feed you, don't you, kitty cat? All right, look, I'm going to turn on the space. This Twitter space is really good, and I got it coming through my Bluetooth. These guys are really making sense. And you can hear it on my Bluetooth speaker. I don't know. It wasn't working the first time.
To not be based on our overconsumption, right? Like Shakira is saying. We overconsume as people. So for the market to adjust to that, they overproduce. If we produce according to our needs, then the consumption of resources goes down.
Absolutely, I just want to specify that this is a futuristic society. They are running at peak efficiency. People don't use water for a shower; they have sonic showers. What I'm just trying to get at.
Why did my Bluetooth disconnect? Why did my Bluetooth disconnect? Oh, they made me a speaker. I think that might have something to do with it. Huh. So when you're a speaker, the Bluetooth shuts off?
For instance, there's places now, because of climate change, like where I live, are oversaturated with water. And if you were able to collect rainwater or snow for fucking transportation, well, these places now have a different way to fucking fight their water drought. But not even trying to fix the problem.
Candy Kush,
you're already trying to mitigate it and put it
Did
on
I not feed you
person.
yet, Harles?
It's not the common person's fault
that
they can't have a child
man-made guns
in that area because of water consumption. It's the society.
Hey, Gussie, that's just silly what you just said. It's just silly. Yeah, you need guns.
There were mistakes made. I'm saying this is peak efficiency. Everything.
Hey, Prophetess. You know how many times I have blasphemized God, and I'm still alive. He hasn't done anything to me.
Wanting to speak if
I'm actually very happy.
Someone's not going to be contributing, and you're willing to drop down.
My thing is 2 million.
If you want to believe
One river. That's you. That's is that what you're talking about? Like, I don't get everybody can live in Detroit. I don't think everybody. I think if you give people the options to leave and then go live in other places, then and that goes right back to or should I say exactly what they envision for this land is, hey, listen, some natives extradited, and that's a main reason why they you had to leave. You can't be fucking. I mean, of course, people had territory. and they would protect their territory, but ultimately they believe right to fucking leave and go live somewhere else. You're not tied down to the community that you're in.
Well, I'm not where you come to what you're saying, veteran, because overconsumption is the major issue in our
Hey, Gussie, do you hear what Aaron I just said to you?
If you're not going to address that,
He said God didn't save my cousin who was gunned down on a drug robbery when it was the wrong house to begin with.
If you even have to limit
Gussie, where was God when his cousin got killed? I thought God was supposed to protect the innocent. See? Gussie, not only are you wrong, but you're a fucking liar.
Not saying that we don't, but the way that we build things is such.
You literally are a liar now. You realize that? God isn't protecting anybody from getting shot and killed.
Technologies that come to the forefront, what happens?
You know, there's plenty of God-fearing people. You know, what about those people in that church who got killed by that roof kid? Hey, all of those people were literally in church praying to God when they got murdered. How do you explain that one, Gussie? Where was your God on that day, Gussie? Where was your God on that day when those people in church all got murdered by Dylan Roof? Huh? Explain that one. Where was God? Yeah, God, why did you kill plane? Why did you crash planes with 346 people aboard? Well, Amish, you are a god in your own realm. God brought them up to heaven. Well, Prophetess Gussie, when you get shot and killed, you'll be brought up to heaven too, so no big deal, right? We are born to die. Maybe you were born to die, but I was born to live, Gussie. You know, you go ahead and die whenever you want, Gussie. I'm gonna live.
I think it was this summer.
And you know, your whole
that says that all he does at Amazon is destroy products,
your whole perspective is completely fucking stupid to tell people they're born to die. Oh, I can't wait till I die. What a horrible, stupid religion. What a stupid fucking religion.
This corporation doesn't want to come down on their prices to sell.
Gussie, you make no sense. You think because you believe in a God that makes you special, you come in here and you show everyone your ass now.
That's interfering with their profit motives. We have to
You
get
prepare
out
for
of
the
that level
judge.
of thinking when it comes to
Nick is calling you a
society
troll
going forward,
bitch.
or we're not going to be able to accomplish this.
Nick, what's up, buddy?
Okay, I understand. I just want to clarify and reiterate. This is not a market society. This is a resource-based economy. There are no corporations. There is no marketing. There is no waste. This is peak efficiency. And what I mean is, you know, people's drinking water gets recycled.
You guys, Gussie's been coming in here for a long time. I don't know if you recognize her or not. She's been coming in here for a long time. She's a real person. She's not a troll. And yeah, she's trolling me right now. But she's going to get blocked from my live stream, and then she's going to be crying. And she's going to have to go cry to Jesus. And maybe Jesus will let her back in my live stream.
Everyone wants to live here. No one is forced to
It's
live
Jeffro Cuz. What's up, Jeffro Cuz? I love your name, Jeffro Cuz. What's up, Jeffro Cuz? He is a one-sided person. What's up, Nick? Orca, hey, Orca, sorry I couldn't say hello to you yesterday, bro. Hello, Orca. I saw you last night's show. Cheers.
So we have imposed a population limit. We cannot grow a population. We use every technology we can, you know, and this is a match. So, you know, you are committed to this idea. You move into the city and you have that choice. Okay, well, look, I don't want to live here then. I would love to live here, but I'm going to move on. Or, you know,
Mason, hello, Mason.
And I thought about having a family, but maybe I put that off.
Well, you can pray for me all you want.
Until we've been proposed and until we've been in practical use. And why not collect the water when it rains during it in cities?
Of the other,
your fucking solution of the water thing gone. So
you answered your own question. If everybody's leaving and wanting to pile into one space, which by the way, it does not sound realistic. Like I said before,
Agreed.
Unhealthy. That's literally how disease spreads so fucking fast. But anyway, even if you did want to do that, you said it yourself. These people are leaving resources to come pull from yours. So the solution from that would be to take from the resources that they're leaving. You're saying that the city's popping, everybody wants to live next to this tiny fucking river. or whatever it is. It could be a big piece of land, a big piece of water they live next to, whatever.
This
You're
is
saying
important.
that they're all from this one place, from leaving from wherever they're from. All I'm saying is wherever they're leaving from, they're leaving the resources behind. So why don't you tell them that, hey, listen, let's get a connection from all the shit that you're leaving.
Okay, so then you're talking about like building pipelines to get water from another area, and those pipelines impose on other people's, land rights.
You just said that.
What I just said.
You are just basically ignoring.
I think
God's gonna sit this one out.
because I gotta go.
I don't let people pray for me. I'm afraid
As much as you
it'll put me in
what if,
Jesus'
I can what
database,
if
and I don't
right
want
back.
that zombie guy to know where I live.
That's the problem with these what if scenarios. Yeah, you can't now your people where they're leaving from. How many people are in this tiny ass fucking nation?
Hold on. Okay, I think you guys are not understanding my point here. This isn't. I'm not proposing a problem that people have to solve. The question is how committed are people
The cannabis is growing great,
to other
Jesse.
people's rights?
You're proposing questions to a future that you're alluding to that may come up, and we're giving you the solutions to that possible future. You're ignoring our actual.
It got wet, but it didn't flood.
Our solutions to the problem you are proposing. So I don't.
It's all hanging up, drying right now.
I don't get it. We just gave you some solutions.
The only actual problem is questioning how.
Dude, smoking that bong rip was like doing a
restricting
dab.
other people's rights. I think that was what Justice was kind of saying, and how this,
Thank you,
people
Nick.
are going to want to be separated. And I'm not saying that this city has a problem that they need technology to solve, but I'm saying that the only problem here is the question of how committed are you to this society, and it may mean that you have to
What
make
is today?
personal
Is today
sacrifices,
Tuesday?
like not having kids
Thursday.
or not living exactly where you want to live. That's all.
I will just finishes from my tears in the rain. And
Thursday.
I really think your example was thought-provoking. And I think, let's put it like this: what happens today and what should happen, at least for me, what I think should happen. Today, we have a population, they need water, they have this river that it's part of their religion. What is the solutions that we made today? The government gives the right of this water source for a corporation. This corporation comes with a solution that is very practical and lucrative for them, and they impose the solution on the population. And how they do this, they may pay the leader of this population, they may kill some angry dissidents of this population, and they will impose it, and there's nothing people can do. And how I think it should happen, these people, they should have guaranteed the access for school, for universities, and they are not dumb. They will have their engineers, they will have their scientists, and they will come with their own solutions that respects their culture. It's not hard. The dams are not a new technology. The Egyptians did dams a long time ago. Those people you are talking about can come with very high-tech solutions of their own. And we are here in the past.
Do they taste better? These are already cured. They're not tasting any better. These are the ones in the jar.
And here
They taste great,
just
but
add
they don't
one
taste any
thing,
better.
I just listened to Veteran. Actually, he makes a argument. I mean, it's a straightforward argument. If you are not committed
So
to
I'm
the
constantly
society,
watched by services.
then you are free to leave. Now, when he says that, it's and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Veteran. Is that when you say that is that you already have someone
Jacob
in control of that
Granger,
society.
who are you talking
So
about?
if
You're
you
a
have the
zombie.
majority in
So
control
you
of
cook
that
or order out?
society,
Both.
you
You can't really order out here too much. Nobody will bring you food, but
whether you engage with the minority of society by finding solutions.
I can get a pizza down the street, but I usually just go grocery shopping and cook here in the house.
In that society, instead of telling them you are free to go.
I live out in the country.
Or
yeah, I live in a rural area out in the mountains.
You can reinstate the thought that the minority are no less further away from having the rights.
Dude, Polygon is about to go to $2, guys.
Citizens or as neighbors, brothers, whatever.
That's Polygon Matic, $2. Cardano, $2.
And
holy shit, Ethereum's about to go to 4,200 again.
That makes the decisions. Just to make it clear for me, just to understand.
Harmony 1 is fucking 35 cents, guys.
The means of production.
Dude, Doge is 30 cents. Doge is fucking 30 cents, everybody.
People with
yeah, I've got Shiba Inu. Shiba is doing well.
The masses, the people, the society themselves.
Shiba is it's down actually from where it was yesterday. It's 7,085. It was 8,000 earlier.
Production is
but
done by North Corporation. Production is done by the
yeah,
masses.
it was a lot more earlier. It's dropped. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Saitama. Shiba is down though. Shiba is down. It's my Shiba is up 128%, but it's down from where it was earlier.
Someone, a representative, at the end of the day.
Whoa, Safe Moon is picking up, guys.
And that system
Safe Mars is picking up. Yeah, go Safe Mars. I've lost a lot on Safe Mars.
Whether it's a representative,
lot, man.
Election.
I'm losing a lot on ICP. That's looking okay. It's starting to try to turn around. I lost a lot on Ethereum Classic. I lost a lot on
Whether
Nano.
we like it or not, if the majority, the society, that's the entity.
I lost a lot on Nano.
We do it by electing someone. We say, okay, this guy, we see him fit to make
lost a lot on Chainlink. Lost a lot on Scale.
So at the end of the
lost
day,
a lot on Compound. Lost a lot on Binance. Lost a lot on Origin. Lost a lot on Neo. Lost a lot on VeChain. Lost a lot on storage.
That we can,
losing on XRP.
Minority.
Lost a lot on Litecoin.
Responsible,
and my overall all-time profit is 27%. Do you ever do skimming? I try to. They call that taking profits, Richard. And yeah, you take profits every once in a while. Not too often though.
I personally believe that this is a right to be as the de facto measure. But if the minority doesn't like the way that the society is being run, and now here we are talking about a society that still doesn't have any government, doesn't have any entities that are responsible. We are trying to figure out, as you said earlier, that 10,000 people, correct?
That's my fucking profits right there.
9,000 wants to build a dam, and 1,000 doesn't.
Over 24 hours.
Now,
that's my 24-hour profit, guys.
The people that don't want to build the dam are part of the society initially, then I believe that in the majority rule, since it's already there is an entity and a system established, okay, by the majority rule, I believe that they do have the right to have this kind of dam built. But now, if
there's all-time profit, 27.3% all-time profit.
Are in the middle between the 9,000 and the 1,000, and both are separated and governed by a private entity. Okay, there is no
You're
right.
up 12:45 in 24 hours. It feels good. Hell yeah, it's Jeffro Cuz. Bro, crypto just makes you feel good, man. Everybody gets into it and they're gonna just make money off of it, you know? Leave your money in there, let it make you more money. Let your money make you money.
The only way that they can have, okay,
pop it into Celsius and get that interest, man.
An ideal society, which doesn't exist.
So this profit is even bigger. I've got even more than that. This does not reflect the interest that I'm making.
The tougher the entity is, the more control he has on the minority. But that's the case what we see everywhere. every current government, whatever established government you see throughout the history, as M here he mentioned the ancient Egyptians and whoever, from that time until today, the majority will always overcome and impose their ideas on the minority.
He's like, yeah, but you're being all boisterous and shit.
Is adjacent country,
He's like, why are you
adjacent
being
state,
boisterous?
adjacent,
Why are you being boisterous?
Look, I get it that the fact is that there's going to be conflict between the
Why you
resources
beasling
that
boisterously?
are available to us in our
Why you
great state.
beasling?
But it boggles my mind that the fact is that that's the argument that we're going with when what I would like to see is the deconstruction of this society that wants to go back to the same conflict line on a continuous basis over resources.
I've been collecting
That's
movie
the fucking
memorabilia
from the
for
beginning
2 months.
of time.
I started 2 months
Us
ago.
being here on this earth, we've always been fighting over resources because we want to impose certain wills on other specific group of people. That's always has been that thing, and I'm sick of it. I'm done with it. It is time to end that mindset because this is how we're going to have our own downfall. It's fighting over fucking resources because one group of people has that resource you want, and now you're going to fight over it because of petty differences. I do not agree with that. It's sickening for me to hear that that we're
Dude,
trying
my
to
biceps, I
use
can
leverage
feel
of
them
control
tensing up from
over
that.
Groups of people who just want to fucking live. I don't agree with that.
I got muscles. Hey, look at me. Look at this.
In a waterway area that's
I'm like this. This is me.
imposing control over that group.
This is me, pal. I'm up here. Most guys are down here, not me. I don't have room for that down there. I gotta be up here. Psh.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, it's not about trying to segregate the people.
I'm here to pump
or
you up,
trying
guys.
To impose the idea or the majority over the minority, but it's always the case that if there is suffering, that if you have the majority that are being affected by the water, and they have to add some kind of engineering control, such as a dam, to better elevate the living status.
Still got curls, man.
And if
I got
all-
curls for days.
all agreed upon that. I'm always of wars. It could be communication, could be something less severe than the acceptance of war, engagement, or a severe conflict. If you see, for instance, let's take a classic example, Japan now. Japan in the after World War II, they had nothing. Not nothing meaning in the sense they didn't have technology, they didn't have resources until today. Japan
Got a
has
little dry spot on his
one
tail.
of
I
the
just put some
lowest
triage oil
quantities
on
of
it. I think it's going to
resources
help
in the
heal it
world.
up.
But after World War II, when they got bombed, they, as a majority, they decided to have these kind of to utilize their minds and to making best use of these resources, which are given by other states. Although they are
So
a minority compared as a state to China.
I get
which is
curls when it's raining or really humid.
5
When you
plus
cut your beard,
billion.
you should cut your hair
They
shoulder
do
length.
get their resources
Yeah? Thanks,
from
bro.
this neighboring state. Now, and they have made use of these resources. And as a result, they have made technologies, they have made cars, they have made
Let's
many,
play.
many,
Let's
many
play.
things that humanity can make
Let's
use
play
of.
with the look.
And that's a way, that's an example.
J-Bone! Hey, J-Bone's here, everybody. Where you been, J-Bone? I've been missing you, J-Bone. J-Bone's here, everybody. J-Bone.
Okay, from a neighboring state that have
Let me give him a couple
major,
cookies.
Major
You want a couple
resources
cookies,
that
buddy?
can be benefit of.
Of course.
See, there is no conflict between these two. But we are always assuming that we want to live in an ideal society. We want to live in a society where there will be no conflict. At the end of the day, you will definitely have someone want to rise to power. The idea of making everybody pure and clear-minded and thinking that everyone will look out the best interest is just something that we are just trying different multiple systems.
Right, and look, here's the thing. It's like I get where you're coming from. That there's going to be this outside force coming in and trying to take over things. I get it, but it just we cannot go back to that time frame because it's been done before. It's been happened before.
Hey, Tyler.
History has taught you and told you that it will still end.
I need to do my exercises
with
again.
people wanting to rule
I kind of been slacking because I hurt my wrist a little bit.
That having one individual, multiple
The
individuals.
next Iceman will show up.
That needs to end. That needs to end. All right.
And
so
and
I don't. Hold on. Let me finish. You interrupt me. Like I just the thing that just boggles my mind is that the fact is that people still want to have like certain systems back. Like we tried feudalism, but we tried
Grab
feudalism.
the audio.
Look how it turned out.
If I've got the mic
wasn't
on, I don't
good.
think it'll grab the audio.
We tried capitalism.
I've got the right idea.
And
Hey
look
man,
at how
it's just
turned
when I
out
go
for
to
us.
sit down in my chair, right?
Right now.
I sit down.
It is destroying
And,
our way of life. It is destroying.
I just do it a bunch of times.
The economic system
I just sit down a bunch of times.
and it's destroying.
I'm sick of having all this flab all over my body, man.
So
I want to
we
look good.
need to end
You know?
all of that.
I just want to look good.
And go back to what a community-based system looks like. You can propose
All right.
all of the various scenarios laying out right in front of me.
All right. No offense. Some of these people just like the sound of their own voice and they don't make a lot of sense sometimes. And they'll ramble for excessive amounts of time about topics. The thing that gets me is when they're really, really wordy. And, I like to say something and I like to say it quickly. And just so people can grasp the concept better that way. If I take 5 minutes to get my point across, no one gets any of it. It's like, you've lost 12 kilos. That's great, Megsy. I hope you feel better because of it. I can't turn the mic off all the way. There's some re-engineer over there at Samsung that thinks it's smart for you to not be able to turn the volume off all the way on your fucking phone. Yeah. Now your volume can only go down to fucking 5%, but now you gotta have to hear 5% bleeding through. And you're a human being. That's a perfect example of AI. For some reason, some douchebag at Samsung thought it would be a good idea to make it so that when I go to turn my fucking volume down, I can't turn it down all the way. It doesn't go down all the way. I press the bottom all the way. It only goes down to 95%. Some fucking douchebag at Samsung literally thinks that this is okay. And when you guys are out there cheering on AI, this is the kind of shit you're cheering on. You don't even have control over the volume on your own fucking phone because some fucking cunt, okay, I fucking said it, there. Some cunt over there at fucking Samsung literally thought it was okay. Some re-engineer thought it was okay to fucking make it so you can't turn your fucking volume all the way down on your fucking phone. What kind of an idiot thinks that? Hey man, I want to mute this all the way. I'm doing a podcast, dumbass. I don't want to leave the fucking the chat that I'm in. I want to stay in there, but I want to hear the volume right now. I don't have the power to turn the own volume off on my own fucking phone right now. That's got to make you think about AI right there. And realize that when you're cheering this bullshit on, this is what you're fucking begging for. But I digress. like I said, we're going to talk about AI every day until this fucking show gets shut down by AI. We're going to talk about it every day. It's going to be, I'm that fucking mouse on the fucking mountaintop waiting for the fucking bald eagle to pick me up going like that to the fucking bald eagle. And the bald eagle is fucking algorithmed intelligentsia. That's it. Algorithmed intelligentsia. It's coming after me, and I'm doing that to it right now. You can do that too. You know what you could do? You could maybe share this video around, tell people about it, tweet about it, tweet it out there. Let Trendies know that we're live by sharing this in a Trendy group on Facebook. Get people here, you know? Get the word out. I was actually thinking about another splash of Covfefe, doing another hour. I don't know. What do you guys think? Hashtag keep it open. What are your thoughts on... my thoughts on... I'm not for it. I'm not for a mandate, bro. I'm not for forcing people to do that. But I am for forcing all pigs, firemen, and medical personnel, hospitals, doctors' offices, all of those motherfuckers. I'm for those motherfuckers to get mandated, but not the general public. You know? Those people should be... If all those people had just gone and done it, they would have set a great example for the rest of society. But they didn't! You know, and the military, yeah, you're getting your fucking vax. You're a goddamn lab rat when you're working for the federal government, motherfucker. Welcome to America. You know, take your vax and we're going to find out how many of you motherfuckers are going to get sick. And then we'll know more. Thank you. Thank you for your service. You know, that's your fucking job. You're protecting Americans. Get your fucking vax and let us know which one of yous are going to be, you know, have some kind of response to or whatever. I'm all for that. Not the general public. The general public needs to be smarter. The general public needs to listen to people like me, listen to people like Dusty, listen to people like Jimmy Dore, who will literally scare you away from that. But at the same time, these are free-thinking people. They all have different opinions and ideas, and that will allow the general public to form an opinion on their own. Talk to their mom and dad about it. Talk to their sisters, their brothers, their friends, you know, their co-workers, and see what they get. Get more input. You know, and then make a decision, and maybe they'll make the right decision. Hey, man, I'm all for you making the right decision. You know, I definitely want you to I want you to do that. I got mine, and I'm looking to go get another one here soon. But at the same time, you know, it is a massive violation of your human rights, as far as I'm concerned. I know that this country has forced vaccines on the masses for years. You know, it was mandatory that people get certain things when they were born. You know, you get 7 days old or whatever, and I got a fucking big old scar. See this? See that big old scar? Press number 1 in my live stream right now if you got one of these. And press number 2 if you do not. 1 if you've got a scar vaccination shot. This scar is literally I would say it's evidence of this is what Americans used to do for each other. We used to get our children vaccinated. Your father has that scar, right? So, you know, I don't know why the fuck they literally scar you like this. It's crazy. I don't know what the fuck they did to a little baby, you know? But, regardless, that's what they did, and that's where we come from, and, it's the attitude today has changed. People look at this differently. It's not mandatory, and, you know, it can result in death, absolutely. You know, and it's up to y'all to decide if you want to take that risk or not with your own lives and your own children's lives and your neighbors' lives and complete strangers who you know, you're out in the street and you fucking cough and they walk by and they breathe in your fucking cough and you kill them. You know, and if that's okay with you, that's the way it's got to be, guys. That's the way it is. And if they try to go Australia on us here in the United States, oh boy, you didn't take our guns away from us. Look, I'm not threatening y'all. I'm not threatening anybody. All I'm saying is what that guy said to Charlie Kirk, and where Charlie Kirk spoke out against violence, I get it. I sympathize with those people, man. I know how they feel. You know, I know how it feels when somebody is taking what you feel are your rights away from you. I feel I have a right for free speech, but social media doesn't. But you got the scar afterwards, Tyler? It's not from... No, scars from getting... Right. And, you know, I couldn't even tell you what all these were for. Maybe smallpox, maybe mumps, measles. I don't know. I really don't know. But, you know, I'm not here to force you guys to do it. I'm here to say that I did it, and I hope that you guys will do it too. I hope that you guys will consider doing it too, you know? But there's enough people out there that aren't going to do it where we're going to have to really test the whole herd immunity thing. We're going to test this out. A lot of people talked about herd immunity, herd immunity, herd immunity. Great. Herd immunity. We're there. We've reached those numbers, you know, of vaccinated. Let's see if it really works or not. Let's see if it takes this motherfucker out. I'm all for it, man. I want to be part of the herd. You know? I don't want people to die. My Uncle Charlie died, man. You know? I love that man. You know, I used to go camping, and his kids and me and my sister and a couple of other friends with their kids, we were like this big gang of kids. We had so much fun, and we'd go to these campgrounds, and we'd go visit places and do things together, go to restaurants. You know, and the thing about Uncle Charlie, he'd always return the food. You know, they would bring the food out. Everybody would have their food, and he would call the waitress over, and he would be like, this isn't the way I ordered it. And she'd be like, I'm sorry, sir, do you want me to, he'd be like, yeah, he'd give her the plate back. This would happen all the time with Uncle Charlie. It's the one thing I really remember about him. You know, they never got his orders right at the restaurant. And he would look at the rest of the table, and he'd just shake his head. And every time, he'd be like, this happens to me every fucking time. Every restaurant, they always get my order wrong. He's like, I'm always so explicit. Funny. But that man is gone now. And you know, he died from... He had one of these. He had one of those. But it wasn't enough to save him, because he decided to go out and be with his grandchildren and watch them play sports. And I'm assuming that that is where he caught it. He went to a sporting event. And even with that, when you've got, you know, health issues, or you're overweight, or you're elderly, as he was elderly, he refused to wear the oxygen mask. He refused to be vented. And he died. They put the oxygen mask on him, he took it off, and he died. So, maybe he would have lived, and I think he would have. I was very sad because I thought he would have lived. He didn't really want to. You know, he lost his wife 2 years ago, and he didn't really want to, man, you know? And I totally understand that. I just wish it wasn't like that, you know? How I felt since I lost my ex, you know, once she left the planet, you know, I was like, it felt so cold and alone, man. You know, even though we were broken up, when you find somebody that means so much to you in your life and they vanish forever, you lose motivation, man. You don't want to keep going. And that's the thing. That's the secret, man. That's what I found out. Is you got to find reasons, man, you know? And luckily I've got a few. You know, I've got Rogie now, which is great. Rogie's great. Got to feed him. I can't trust anybody else on the planet to take care of that dog, except for me. I'm the only one. I'm the only one that I trust to take care of that dog. That's number one. Number two, I love sunsets and sunrises. Love them. And I live for them. Love watching the sun come up in the morning and hit the trees and prove every morning that the earth is round. It's hitting the tops of the trees first, and you're like, well, that's impossible on a flat earth. And there's the evidence every day. I love that experiment every morning. You know, and every night, what color is the sky going to be? And how gorgeous will it be? Will it be one of those, you know, magical sunsets? For me, that's all it is worth living for. You know, you could be in a tent with nothing but a source of water and however you're grabbing your food, and you could have that same joy watching the sun come up and watching it set every day, you know, if you got a good view of it. It's entertaining. Didn't I say something about a splash of kafefi? Did I say something referring to a splash of kafefi? Oh! What kafefi am I going to try? That's the next question. Alright, let's get rid of this crap. That stuff I told you tasted like pencils? I don't want to drink that stuff ever again. I need my glasses so I can read what kind of flavors of coffee these are. They're all really bad. Okay, let me see. Ooh, Colombian Supremo! Colombian gold flavor, medium roast. Ooh, this sounds fantastic. Colombian Supremo, everyone. Ooh, Colombian Supremo it is. Okay, let me close this door because it's getting fucking cold in this bitch. Hold up in here. All right. Let's keep going, shall we? We're making some kafefi. What? We're making some kafefi. Grief is my pal. Oh, Bell, right? Bottom of the hour. Bottom of the hour. Bottom of the hour. It's bottom of the hour. It's bottom of the hour. It's bottom of the hour. Yeah, it's freaking bottom of the hour. We're gonna only smoke half of a bowl because Trinity has already smoked half of this bowl. And it is so ultra potent, I can only smoke the other half of it. Cheers, guys. Oh, that tasted good. A Basset Hound? Pictures or it never happened. I hear my coffee as it finishes. I really hope this is a tasty flavor. Because it's been such a disappointment, this whole Infusio thing. It just, sucks. Please don't taste like crap. Rody! Hey, Rody! What's up, buddy? How's it going? What you doing, bees? What you doing, Beezo? Alright, we're gonna find out right now if this stuff's any good or not. Let's check the headlines. I think I looked at them already once this morning. I can't remember if I actually did, though. I did go down in my grow. I've got to go down in there every morning. The buds aren't getting any bigger. I'm just waiting for the trikes to finish. They're not huge. I didn't get them really big. But then again, it's indoor, you know. Biden is doing an address today. That's the headline. They scaled the bill back to 1.75 trillion. Wasn't it 3 or 4 trillion when they started? Now it's 1.75. Or is this the other one? Is this the second one? I spy a Beazle, Enoch Beaslin Torres. Moderates deal blow to progressives on spending bill. Did you guys catch that? Let me say that again until it sinks in, okay? And I want the first one of you that understands that to explain it in the chat. Moderates deal blow to progressives on spending on spending plan, on spending bill. I'm sorry, it took me 3 words to get through that. I made it way more challenging. Let me say it again. Moderates deal blow to progressives on spending bill. Does anybody capture the meaning of that statement? Moderates deal blow to progressives on spending bill. Hey Amish, that's a headline, and I want to see if any of you guys can figure out, just give me a brief synopsis of what that means. Can you put that into words for me? Moderates deal blow to progressives on spending bill. What does that mean? Moderates not agreeing on overall budget. Steve Running, you're trying. I knew you were going to be the first one to chime in. They sell blow. Oh, God. Right. Moderates deal blow. They do. They deal blow. That's hilarious. I didn't even catch that. To progressives. Moderates deal blow to progressives on spending bill. No, look, we're losing people. We just lost 5 people from reading a headline. None of you could put this into words, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it into words. Okay. Moderates deal blow to progressives on spending bill. Progressives are people like the Squad that were put there, voted in. Steve, just wait. Just listen to what I'm going to say. Progressives are people like the Squad that went to Washington to get us things like Medicare for all, universal basic income, end foreign wars, end student loan debt, help the homeless and the poor and the hungry. Basically good stuff for people, right? So what this is saying is moderates, that's the people who aren't the progressives that are Democrats. Moderates are Nancy Pelosi and everybody fucking else that's a Democrat, right? They don't want Medicare for all. They don't want universal basic income. They don't want to do anything for the poor. They don't want to do anything about did I say UBI or forgiving student loan debt or pulling our troops out from foreign wars. Are you following me on this? So this bill, the progressives probably asked for some of those things, and the Democrats all took that out and said, no, we're not going to do anything. The Republicans aren't going to work with us unless we take all of your things out. So we're going to take all of your progressive ideas out so we can move on. Now, I have no idea, but that's the explanation, I believe, of that headline. And I'm going to read you the headline again, and now it's going to make total sense to you. Moderates deal blow to progressives on spending bill. Now I'm going to read you the article, okay? Now this all makes sense to you. Now, this is the kind of thing that I would look at before when I was younger, and it wouldn't even make sense to me. I was like, moderate. Oh, they said moderates. I don't know what that means. So it's like another language to me. They're calling moderates Democrats that are not progressive. That's what moderates are. I know it's you're like, oh, okay, I didn't know that, Nay, right? It says progressives reeling after moderates inflict savage new blow to spending bill. Okay, here y'all go. It's a video. Check this out. Check it out. Here we go. Oh shit. Fuck.
There is a lot of focus, and a lot of the negotiating is on that top line number. Is for example, is 2 trillion, 2.1 trillion your absolute floor?
We're not thinking about the number. And the president said this to us too. He said, don't start with the number. Start with what you're for, and that's what he's asked them for. And then let's come to the number from there. So that's how we're thinking about it.
And that makes sense. But you have been looking at this for a long time. You have been looking at the policies and what it adds up to and how you can do it. I mean, this is what your focus has been almost solely.
Yeah.
So I'm sure have looked at whether or not you can do what you want to do for $2 trillion.
Well, we don't know what the number is yet. There's no number on the table yet that is everyone has agreed to. It's not like they've come to us and said, I don't feel the need to give a number because I gave my number. It was 3.5. So if you're in a negotiation, you need to have a counteroffer before you bid against yourself.
So if we're not looking at numbers, what about 1.5, like what Senator
Well, that's not going to happen.
But
so it's going to be somewhere.
Well, why won't it add up to that
Because
number?
that's too small to get our priorities in. So it's going to be somewhere, between 1.5 and 3.5. And I think the White House is working on that right now because remember, what we want to deliver is childcare, paid leave, climate change.
And I want to get to that, but so 1.5 is too small, but you won't say if 2 trillion is too small.
Did you hear what she said she wanted? This is the most important part.
Right now, because remember, what we want to deliver is childcare, paid leave, climate change. What we want to deliver is childcare, paid leave, climate change.
And I want to.
What we want to deliver is childcare, paid leave, climate change.
These are all progressive points, right? So the wonderful Democrats don't want to do any of those things. Now, they might say, well, we don't want to do it because the Republicans won't go for it. But, you leave that in the bill and you see how people vote on it. And then you let their constituents vote those bastards out. That's all. They're not giving you child care. They're not giving you basic needs that we should already have for free. Are you freaking kidding me? So, what she's saying is we have to lay down. And, we're sorry, but we're not going to get anything that we want. That's what she's saying. And, you can be angry at her for it, but she's dealing with Nancy Pelosi and the machine. That's who you should really be angry at. Nancy Pelosi has had plenty of opportunities to put up floor votes. She can do it every day on all of these issues, so you can find out where everybody stands. She doesn't want to do that. She wants it to be obscured. She wants it to be hard to read, blurry, so that all of these people will continue to be voted into office and they can continue to suck cash from the middle class and the poor, which is all they do, and enrich themselves and keep this machine churning. And that is all that's going on here, man. And she is becoming a part of that machine. Now she's just an explainer. Her job is to stand out in front and be a poster girl for the progressive movement and try to keep you voting them in. While she has to stand there out of the other side of her mouth and say, we can't give you anything that you want, but please vote for us. Please vote for us, but we can't give you anything that you want.
And I want to get to that, but so 1.5 is too small, but you won't say if 2 trillion.
And let me just say, while we're at this breaking point, I used to make so much fun of Dana Bash because she blinks a lot. I used to call her Blinky. And I know it's funny, now that I said that, you're going to see it, and you're going to see the way she blinks, and you're going to laugh about it. It's kind of cute. Well, she married John King years ago. I believe they've got kids together. But I've got so much more respect for her now after I found out about John King. So John King has, I believe he's got MS. And he has to deal with all kinds of fucked up shit. And she is just so loving and supportive of him. And she's an amazing woman. And I give her so much more credit. And I take back all of the jokes that I ever made about Dana Bash. I mean, it was not based on anything else except the fact that she blinks a lot. I know that maybe she's a narrative toter, but that's a whole other thing. As far as people go, man, I think she's fantastic. I just want to say that.
trillion is too small.
Because I don't have a definite number yet. I mean, I don't have a counteroffer.
Okay.
It would be like buying a house, Dana, and going in to make an offer, and then somebody says, well, what's the lowest
And I used to call her Dana Bashful. Because the eyes. I was like, Dana Bashful. I know.
number you would take? Why would I do that?
Take it all back. That was the end. Let me hear the very... Oh, wait. God damn it. Let me hear the very end there. Where's the play button? Dude, there's, you know, of course, there's some re-engineer over there that doesn't think a play button should pop up in the screen when I move my mouse to the center of it. Yeah, some re-engineered it, guys. Write it down, man. Someone should take goddamn notes of all these re-engineer moments. You know? Here's yet another one. Some re-engineer over there at CNN, right? Thinks that it's a good idea, a good idea that when you move your mouse over a video that you're paused, that the play button shouldn't show up. Oh, and let alone, there's no play button at the bottom of the screen either. Isn't that great? No, you have to hit refresh to replay the whole freaking thing over again and try to find where you were just to hear one little part.
There is a lot of focus and a lot of the negotiating.
Can you believe that?
So 1.5 is too small, but you won't say if 2 trillion is too small.
Because I don't have a definite number yet. I mean, I don't have a counteroffer.
Okay.
It would be like buying a house, Dana, and going in to make an offer, and then somebody says, well, what's the lowest number you would take? Why would I do that?
I hate these little anecdotes or whatever. Not even an anecdote. It's analogy, and it's just like another way to filibuster. You know, we don't need you to explain what it's like. All right, shut the fuck up about what it's like. Just say what it is. For once, man, I wish these people would just say what it is. Hashtag what it is. All right, so let's go back to the articles. Rogi's playing with the cat. I don't want to get my beard in my kafefi. Don't even get my beard in my kafefi belt.
Rogi, are you playing with Harles? You having fun? Oh, you're a rough boy. You're a rough boy. Roughy rough boy. Why you so rough? Why you such a tough boy? Why you such a toughie?
Beautiful and perfect. I love this dog. Harles, what are you complaining about? You want me to feed you again? I got coffee, I guess. Let me see. He's got food for now. When he needs it, I'll give him more. Rogi, you want to go outside? You going up there? You gonna stay in the house? You gonna go outside? You gonna stay in the house? Go outside? Wanna go outside? Rogi, you wanna go outside? Why you beasling? Beazle, why you be beasling? Little beazle, why you beasling? Little beazle, why you beasling? Little beazle. Little beazle, why you beasling? Little beazle, why you beasling? Little beazle. White beasling, little beasel. I just lost all my audience, so I'm gonna show you my fucking stomach. White beasling, little beasel. White beasling. Little beasel, little beasel. Why you flexing, Nay? Nay, why you flexing? Nay, why you flexing, Nay? What are you showing off? Why you flexing, Nay? Because there's only 12 people here. I do what I want when they're. I'm gonna grab my fucking guitar and play some goddamn Van Halen and some Sammy Hagar. What are you gonna do about that? Psst, nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing about it. That's what you're gonna do, pal. Psst, unreal. Nobody's even watching the Salton Sea anymore, pal. What are you even doing? Trying to knock your glass over? What are you trying to knock them over like dominoes? Nobody's even doing it anymore. Beasley, little Beasley. You don't want to go outside, Bees? All right, you stay in the house. You stay in the house. I'm doing this totally differently today. The way I play my guitar.
Harrows, what you doing, Harrows?
Carlos, you want to go outside? Harley's scared of Rogan. Harley, you want to go outside? Carlos. Oh, I was like, what's that noise? It's my amplifier coming on. He's like, he's playing that fucking guitar? No, thank you. Old guitar picks. You knew Harley would make an appearance? Rogan's running out of the room. I love it. Hell yeah, you better run. You better run, son. slow. Class dismissed. Was that not bad for out of tune, huh? The guitar's a little out of tune. I got it bad, I got it bad, I got it bad. I wonder how out of tune it is. Seems like it's pretty bad. When I do those dive bombs, man, it takes it out. And hit that whammy dive. Man, that's a fucking great song. What's it called again? What is it called? Train to Bangkok? Is it we're on the train to... No, it's called Road... Is it... Fucking A, man. Train to Bangkok lyrics. Passage to Bangkok. I knew it was something else. God damn it. Enough, man. I almost got that one. I've never been able to play it and sing that song my whole life. I've wanted to play that. But it's really hard to play the music and sing the words at the same time on that song. I don't know why. I mean, it's not that hard to play. It's once you learn the double stops. My fingers are like numb a little bit. Modern day warrior, try to day some soil, mean bride. I've never figured that one out before. That's a cool one. That's fucking cool, man. I've never learned that part. That's a big part of the song. Holy shit, that's fun. I learned something new. So I never got to the part that goes I never got that far through the song. And that's easy. Fucking Neil Peart, bro. I need Nick Peart. I need trendy Nick Peart bashing away in the background while I do this. Do you like that? That's the first song I ever learned on guitar, and I never learned the whole song. That's fucking... I am so excited about learning that fucking song, and it's not a hard one to play. I've just never learned it before. All right, so Rush. I'm just playing Rush, man. Been so talented on the guitar, man. I remember like 10 years ago, all I wanted to do was go to a Nay 420 party. McMahon 420, really? Hey, Kristen, how's it going? What's up? You're so talented. Aw, Orca, you guys are nice. Thank you so much for saying such nice things to me. What's the name of that song? Fly By Night? Okay. So, why try? No why. Feeling this inside makes sense. It's time I was gone. Clear head, new life ahead. It's time I was king now. Not just one more gone. Fly by night, away from here. away, my dear. Ship isn't coming and I just can't pretend. Moonrise, thoughtful eyes, staring back at you from the window beside. No fright or hindsight, leaving behind that empty feeling inside. Fly by night, away from here. Change my life again. Fly by night. Goodbye, my dear. My ship isn't coming and I just can't pretend. Whoa! And it goes in solo. It's the best goddamn solo of all rock and roll history right there. Bow, 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 bow. That's the best goddamn guitar solo in all rock and roll history. How does that thing go? It's like, it's like, bow, 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 bow. That's it. That's it. All right, so ship isn't coming and I just can't pretend. My ship isn't coming and I just can't pretend. And it goes. God, where is he? I don't understand where he is. Oh, okay. That's his bass note is the D, right? Okay, I gotcha. So he roots on his pinky. That's crazy. And that gives you all that melodic area below your root note. So I just learned something new, man. I learned where to root with your pinky on the whatever chord you're playing in. So if I wanted to play that same thing in the key of E, I would just root my pinky right here on the A string. It would be E. No, the E right there. Wait, that's the D. So the E right here would be here. Major scale underneath where my pinky is, and I can hit that, and that's important. I've never been able to do this before. So now when I'm playing in a scale, and if I root on the E, I can hit all of these notes and go right back to the just have to know where to start. I got it in my head now. This is a major, an E major, E major. If I wanted to try to memorize all those notes, I go like this. Harmonic scale right there, and it's really easy to play. It's just I haven't really learned it, and I have to relearn that shit. It's funny. speed. Okay, I get high on speed. Top. It's so hard to say. Top fuel funny car is what I need. Okay. Getting chased by the cops doing 103 on a fucking custom bike. I get chased by the cops on a custom bike doing 103. God, I wish I could remember these fucking lyrics, man. I think I'll be able to remember them because I'm starting to get it. It's fun. I like playing guitar. I'm working on it, man. I'm trying to get better at it. What the fuck is this in here? Why is this here? Oh, my guitar picks in it. Because it's got my guitar picks in it, you fool. You doing the dishes, Docky Doc? What's up, buddy? I'm alive, why, yeah, cause I'm alive. I'm alive, cause I'm suckers walk, money talks, but it can't touch my 3-lock box. Mysteries of the days of old, you find the key, you got the gold. Oh yeah! 1, 2, 3-lock box. 1, 2, 3-lock box. 1, 2, flattened, I'm back. Yeah? Cool. Welcome back. I've been running people's batteries out for years on this show. Eventually you'll get a power cord, you know? I got one. I'm plugged in right now on my, so I keep it plugged in all the time. I don't even worry about the battery. Every time I get near a charger cable, I plug it in. Yeah, anywhere in the house, I keep them all over the house. like that? All right, I'm out of here. I hope you guys had fun. I had fun. I'll see you guys this afternoon, okay? And check out the show from last night, man. I think it was really good. We had a really good but we had a bunch of people in. It was really good. They're really fantastic people. You'll probably see them on the show. Oh, and we've got Savage Joy Marie coming in on Friday, guys. We're gonna have a show with her. She smoked cannabis for the first time. We're gonna be talking about that. That's gonna be fun too. So make sure you tune in on Friday for that show with Savage Joy Marie, man, from Twitter. You can follow her there. You can follow me there. I'm on Twitter at Nays Garden. We're all over there on Twitter now. So I look forward to seeing all of you guys over there. All right. Y'all take care. Bye now. And you'll be listening for my voice on Twitter Spaces. I'm there right now. I'm literally in a space as we speak. All right? Oh, Twitter closed. Okay, well, I'll go back in. Bye, guys. Oops. Fucking, and what happened with goddamn StreamYard? Oh, I gotta contact